And I think that we really need to think about the fact that um, when we hear the responses of people saying, "I am overstimulated," yes, it gets to be too much. I'm so overstimulated. Texting, getting text messaging or answering calls is too much for me. And instead of us receiving that information and saying, wow, this person is so overly stimulated that they can't even answer a damn text message. This must be a lot going on. Let me just give them grace. Let me just give it, pray, meditate, whatever it is that you do, send them good vibes. And let me invest and pour into myself. Because our duties on this earth are very personal. This is a walk, a solo walk. When you are walking in your purpose, it is a solo walk. You are not supposed to be around people all the time. You are not supposed to be around people all the time. You're not supposed to be walking with people all the time. And we understand that. Sometimes you got to get in the trenches and go by yourself. When I find myself isolated, or if I'm out in the solo, a solo season, I pour into yourself. Learn to be with yourself. Learn to be content with yourself. Learn to tap into talking to maybe the big man upstairs or the big woman, whatever you decided maybe you universe, whatever you want to call it. Learn to tap into your spirituality and talk to that person. That's your friend. Hey, that's your friend. Instead of attacking your brother and sister, talk to your friend. That's your friend. Calm down. Because this is not an easy walk. Living life is not easy. Okay? It's not easy. And so when we are putting so much pressure on each other to show up in certain ways that sometimes we do not show up for ourselves, it's kind of selfish. When you find yourself in this silence on the end of the phone, find something to do. Find something to read. Go for a walk. Talk to God. Talk to your gods. Whatever it is that you do. Learn a new recipe. Learn to self-soothe. Because this is the thing. This is even with babies, right? In order for them to learn how to go to bed by themselves, so you're not always having to hold them, you have to teach them how to self-soothe. You guys have to learn how to self-soothe in adulthood. Everybody's not going to be able to be there for you in all of your crisis. And this is both ways, right? It doesn't make a person a bad person. And sometimes people, as Black and brown people, we are very overstimulated, and we are operating in the highest forms of exhaustion and overstimulation. Because we have a lot of barriers against us. We have to work just as twice as hard, 10 times as hard. Because we are still fighting to get to places, to get out of generational debts that were created because of oppression. We're still fighting for our marriages. We're still fighting to learn how to love each other. Because for years we were torn to against each other. We were put against each other in so many different ways. We were our men were emasculated. Our women were shaped, whatever you want to call it. We were pinned against each other, and we still are. We are fighting so many battles that we are not even tapped into on a day-to-day basis. Give each other grace. I'm not talking about the ones that are doing you dirty. All right? But a birthday dinner is okay to miss sometimes. Maybe the pockets is tight. All right? These things, I love you guys. Okay? I love you.